In this video, we will show you how to use Betaflight to adjust the parameters of the F4 flight controller. First, assemble the aircraft and power it on. Connect the aircraft to your PC with a USB cable. Open Betaflight, choose the right COM port that is compatible with FR, and set the baud rate to 115,200. Next, we need to update the F4 firmware. First, open the firmware flasher page. Then, choose the corresponding firmware type, flight control model, firmware version. Click the Load Firmware Online button at the bottom right. After the firmware is downloaded, click Flash Firmware and wait for the firmware to be updated. Now, let's begin adjusting the FC parameters. Click Connect at the top right to access the setup page. Check if the aircraft's altitude shown on the screen is correct. If not, please make sure the FC is mounted in the correct direction and calibrate the accelerometer. Next, open the ports page. Check how the air unit and FC are connected. If the air unit's S-bus cable is connected to the FC's S-bus or RX1 port, enable the serial RX of UART1. If the air unit's RX and TX cables are connected to the FC's TX1, TX3, and RX3 ports, enable the configuration MSP of UART3 and set the baud rate to 115,200. Last, click Save and Reboot to restart the FC. You need to select a remote control protocol for the air unit before setting parameters. Open the menu on the DJI FPV goggles. Enter the receiver protocol type page. Based on what you need, choose either the S-bus baud-fast or S-bus protocol. After the FC is restarted, click Connect to enter the configuration page. On this page, you can choose the ESC or motor protocol you prefer. Set the receiver mode to serial-based receiver and the serial receiver provider to S-bus. Click Save and Reboot to restart the FC. Open the menu on the DJI FPV goggles. Choose Settings, and then Remote Controller Access Stick Mode. Since RC sticks can be set to Mode 1 or Mode 2, ensure that you select the mode that is consistent with the version of the RC you plan on using. Restart the FC and click Connect to enter the receiver page. If the steps above have been completed successfully, you will see all relevant data changed based on how you move the RC sticks. At the same time, double-check if the numbers displayed on this page are consistent with your control stick mode, Mode 1 or Mode 2. If yes, we can move to the Modes page. On this page, you can map different functions to different RC switches. Here are our recommended settings. Set the ARM channel to AUX3, SC to the three-way switch to ARM, and the range to 1800 to 2100. This means when the switch is moved to the preset range, the aircraft will be automatically activated and the motors will begin working. Set the angle channel to AUX2, SA of the three-way switch to angle, and the range to 1800 to 2100. This means when the switch is moved to the preset range, the aircraft will automatically enter angle mode to keep itself upright. Set the flip over after crash channel to AUX1, SB of the three-way switch to flip, and the range to 1800 to 2100. This means when the aircraft flips upside down after a crash, you can use this function to flip it back over and continue flying. Last, open the motors page. First, enable the switch at the bottom right corner. Next, gently move the bars at the bottom left up until the motors start rotating. Check if the motors are correctly labeled in the illustration at the top left. After confirming everything is set correctly, remove the USB cable and restart the aircraft. Move the three-way switch to SC and start the motors. If you have any questions when using the DJI digital FPV system, please log into the DJI forum and access the FPV section to learn more about Betaflight FC settings. Thank you for watching.